Dear Mark, you're the one with the words, but my side should be heard. Think that it's fucking absurd. You talk about me when you rap about her. All of your songs, hear about all of my wrongs. Like you never played me like Pong. Like you never went out and did nothing wrong. It's crazy forever turned into so long. Now that you're gone, I had to move on. And I'm happy with him, but I still can't pretend that I didn't go fuck with your friend every now and again. I be thinking of then, I be thinking that that was something I would never intend. And especially when it was me who you trusted to take all your feelings and try to amend. It's so hard to pretend I would lie in your bed, giving you head. Listen to all of the things that you said, listen to all of the lyrics you read. You were chasing a dream, I would party instead. Young and in love, young and with dumb. I could taste all of the pain in your tongue, I could taste all of my pain in the rum. Knew it was over before it begun, looking for fun, burning my lungs. Learning my favorite feeling was numb. Bought every dinner, you barely bought one. Maybe I cheat and then we could be done. That would be done. We were so broke, you were the one that turned into a joke. I kept us afloat, you were the one that kept us on a rope. Damn. Now you're the man, huh? See you turned into somebody I can't stand. And knowing you made this all part of your plan. You crazy fuck, I had the chance, I should've ran, huh? Never would tell me you cared, never were there. Remember that night that we went to the fair? Every fine girl that walked by you was there. See, even when they're Mark, you never were there. If all I care about is my makeup and hair, all you care about is the ego you wear. You tear me apart and continue to tear. Now I'm with someone who actually cares. Fuck you! But I can't keep you off my mind. I'm seeing everything you drop. Sometimes I wish that I was blind. You make me relive my mistake a million trillion fucking times. See, you're a coward, and a stupid rap persona's what you hide behind. And my whole family still adores you. I tried a million times, I would've only did that for you. I can't act like I don't know you. Every night I would explode. You made me feel I was below you, Mark. I wish I could ignore you, but I can't. Damn. With you, happy? Could you tell me you love me again and again? You were only a friend, it was hard to pretend. I wrote so many letters, but never hit send. I was never content, I was set on me being a rapper. I thought about music and thought of you after. It's funny how tears to the laughter and tears on the page they can turn into a masterpiece. That's how you told me to leave. I remember that night, it's as clear as can be. And you found a new man and he loves it. You drink and he loves getting head, but don't care what you think. You look pretty in pink, you look naughty in red. We know these are the words that would never be said. And we're chasing a topic that's over your head, cause you think about me every night as you lie in your bed. That's real. Well, I guess we all change, Mark. I guess we all change. I hope that you get everything that you want. As you yelling, you stand on the stage. You took all your pain and turned it to fame. They're screaming your name and going insane. I kept all our pics, but throughout the frame, before I knew it, I knew Mark, neither one in the same. But what about me, motherfucker? Not about me, motherfucker. Except when you talk about me, motherfucker. I'm tired of hearing about me, motherfucker. Your mouth was a blessing and now it's a weapon. Remember the time and the love we invested. I'm posting a pic and I'm getting attention. My tits and my ass get a favor a second. See, you were with me, but we're thinking of her. Now I'm with him and I'm thinking of you. Together to never, whatever we were. We're stuck in a cycle, the cycle is cruel. A couple of fools stuck in a pool of people that wanna be cool. See, we're never happy, we're happy, so we keep on searching for love as if love was a jewel. Remember that night that you came to my school? Stayed up all night and we talked about life. My parents and I, we would constantly fight. You said when you make it, I might be a stay-at-home wife. Apparently that wasn't right. Reliving a moment that lasted a night. And honestly, Mark, gotta start to move on with your life. Sincerely, a letter we never would. Right, like, what are we doing? Like, what am I doing? Writing these letters, but what am I proving? I'm stuck in my room and I'm spilling it all. Making up what you would say if you call. I might be the biggest mistake of them all. My biggest mistake was to think that I never could fall. Like falling for you, falling in love. Follow my dream and that's all of my love. I just wanna feel, I've been feeling so numb. To think that I know how you're feeling is dumb. We're done, right from the start. I write from the heart, a light in the dark. They see that you're open and tear you apart. Now this is our letter, we sign it sincerely. Mark, this is our letter, we sign it sincerely. Mark. remembering back to us talking on aim and stealing your heart, that was never my aim. See, I let you leave and now nothing's the same. I'm picking your brain, you pick me apart. I'm picking your heart, you left me in dark. I guess all the pain and the hurt and the worry you left me with turned to the shell of a star. Damn, do we end arm in arm, are we Armageddon? Guess you never know, cause you never let him show you how he love and he trust and he cared about all of his shows, but you never were there. So let's really see if you cared. Knew if you needed, then he would be there. To put all the blame onto you isn't fair, but all you care about is your makeup and hair. You're taking a selfie, I'm taking your shit. I see all your pics, I see who you picked, and just know it eats me alive. You're happy with him, that you're happy with him. Damn, I'm jealous creeping through your Instagram and find myself asking why the fuck that I still give a damn about you, about us. Like Mark, give her the fuck up. And although I hate his guts, I gotta give your man that thumbs up, cause he was bringing you close. Now he's with the one I'm wanting the most. 1 minute I hate you, 1 minute I love you, and right now I'm writing and feeling them both. I can't stop. Cursed with a hurt is the one that I found you. Stuck here, I'm drinking and thinking about you. All of my friends say I'm better without you. Better without you, right? Thought I found you on the darkest night. Could've shown you what a red carpet's like. Rode up on a dark horse the darkest night. And the girl's flowing like water now. Wanna give her my heart, but it's watered down. And honestly, let's keep it real. See, I'm just jealous that you found love, and I'm searching for it still. All of these girls are dry and lame. I want complex so that we can build. Nothing's out of my league. You ain't in my lane, and whenever we talk now, it's never the same. Be putting your friends on is bringing me pain, and I just wanna get you up out of my brain, out of my brain. Never been one for past tenses, so know that I'm moving forward. Before I finish this sentence, I crumble when in your presence. Red time in my mind like tenants. So sorry, I'm so offensive. It's hard just being your friend, and in the end, I look stupid. The time I spent was useless. The truth is, honestly, girl, I miss you and
No, don't go to the next song, please. Whoops. Hey. Trust me, it was important. I was texting back girl from work. It's always very important. Extremely high importance. This volume seems really low. Alright. Now it seems a tad bit too loud. Of course. Nailed it. Alright. We're gonna... Oh, that's right. I have to. This is a new save. I didn't bring my saves over from the last game. So we're gonna start fresh. We're gonna start over. We're not gonna start with the daily as I was expecting. But we'll just start new. The Ironclad starts. If you've never seen this game, we'll explain as we go along. But we're gonna start as the Ironclad because it's the only one we have. The reigning soldier of the Ironclads, soul to soul to harness demonic energies. Burning blood at the end of combat deals 6 health, and he's 180 instead of 99 gold. Super standard for the health and gold so far. Right. We're not gonna get any bonuses at the beginning. because I haven't beaten this game yet. So basically what you want to do is you have this set path, and for the elites you get relics, which are these things which give you cool buffs. Some of them are super OP. The shops also sell them, but 200, 300, 400. These could be anything, usually neutral or good, and these are normal guys we're gonna fight. Alright, so my strategy so far, even though we have no cards unlocked, so this is gonna be fucking awful, is to just hit as many elites as possible for all those sweet relics. So we have 1 and 2 in a shop. The shop's kind of early on. We have 1, 2, and then less fights. We have, is there a later shop? So we have 1, 2, and we can hit an earlier shop. No. All right, so we're going to the other shop. I don't need to see the tutorial. All right. So. There. Now the webcam's out of the way. So you got cards in your deck. You draw cards. You need energy to play the cards. You attack the people. Pretty simple, but you always get your face kicked in. So above their heads, it tells you what they're gonna do. And just kill that guy. And just do all strikes, because he's gonna reduce our strength. Yeah. So things are really well explained in this game, and I love it. So it's weakened, so you can hover over any tooltip and it tells you exactly what it is. There's no guessing or anything, which is really nice. So 25% less damage return. Gaming to some courage, turn my common blocker right on. Works. I mean, good for you. How's it going? How's it going? Oh, we got a text from a girl that I'm into at work. Hold on, we gotta. Clearly, it's obviously insulting me. I would show you, but obviously you can't see anything because it looks like nothing. But she called me a white bitch. Oh fuck, what is it called? I would stand up, but I don't have any pants on. So, not really the best. Curse my moving all of my makeup. That's not even, oh shit, I just tossed it off the floor. That's not even labeled. Alright. They've answered. Work girl. Work girl always takes, oh, my hip, importance in this stream. Alright. So now it shows that he's going to do the negative effect and strategic. So let's just block choice because we don't do any damage. So I keep getting hair in my mouth. Having Wendy's. I had McDonald's and Taco Bell earlier. I had a nice lunch chat with Worker Girl as she ate her food and stood behind the Starbucks counter because she was working. But it was nice. And that was at like 5 o'clock, and that's the only thing I've eaten today. Now fuck off. I don't care about. Can I turn off the tips? Can I turn off the tips? No. Okay, well. No, you turn these on. Guess not. Alright, well. Alright. Granted, it was it was something that she wanted, so I just got an extra one. It was like the the chicken ranch wrap from McDonald's or something, and then I had a double cheeseburger, and then I had a quesadilla. That's all I've had today. So pretty sure it was the. I'm pretty sure it was the chicken ranch wrap. It was something she wanted, and I just got an extra of it because they're really good. Hoi, Kate-tastic, how's it going? How are you? This fine day. My neck just popped. That's fine. There you go. And so at the end of combat with our relic, we heal 6. So now we're back to full, even though we didn't really lose anything. So at the end, you gain potions or money or both, and then you always get the chance to add stuff to your deck. Why is the game flashing? Oh, hey! How's it going? Hi, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping. My wonderful stream. True Grit is never good. I've used it before. It's fucking awful. We don't have any cards in our hand or deck. It's a secret. You can't know about it unless she tells you, but it's a secret. But all that you need to know is I knew exactly what you were talking about. So we're gonna hit Thunderclap because it gets 4 over vulnerable. It's 4 damage and 1 vulnerable, so they take 50% more damage. I don't know why I typed that in the chat. It's been a long day. My feet hurt. They don't really so much anymore, but so. Alright, well, he's gonna do. Oh, yeah. These bird people are annoying because they cast Ritual, so they always just buff themselves for 3 strength every turn, and strength adds on to how much damage you do. So we're gonna Thunderclap. So now they take 50% more damage, and then we're just gonna smack the shit out of him. Smack the shit out of him. I was like, should block. I should block here. Hold on. Okay. Alright. I have this one strand of hair that keeps getting into my mouth, and it's super obnoxious. Actually, oh, that's right, it was only for 1 turn. I was like, yeah, he's vulnerable, we can kill him this turn. Not so fast. Alright, well, let's not die completely. Do that, shall we? As long as we take less than 6 damage, we can heal it to full at the end of the turn. There we go, now he's dead. Like a jerk. Oh, yeah. So energy potion, pretty much what it sounds like. It gives you more energy so you can cast more cards. Reckless charge. We don't have a lot of cards, so that is bad. Because what Daze does is it's just like a status card and you can't play it, and it just takes up a slot in your hand when you draw a card, so it's not good. Because you discard your hand at the end of every turn and draw new ones. So it's no bueno. Also, we don't have any cards in our deck, so we're gonna not take that. We're gonna take this though, because it's 5 damage and 5 block, which is really important. Having a lot of stuff to block. Okay, so these caterpillars here are slightly annoying because when you hit them, they get a shield for their next turn for whatever the number is. So slightly annoying. So we're just gonna do this. I'm gonna defend twice. Because they almost always both attack on the first turn. That's why they're kind of annoying. So you have to do one at a time. Do that, and we can gain some block. We can kill this fool. There you go, problem solved. We only had to block once. I'm doing this like you can see my hands, but you can see my super well-defined shoulder muscles that I was getting stared at while I was out. Ooh. Alright, now he's done. What are we gonna get? Ooh. This would be good if we had more cards in our hand. Gain 2. Exhaust just removes it until the end of combat. What do we have so far? Alright. The bash kind of gets in the way because it's the only 2 cost card in your hand. But we're still going to go Hemokinesis. What made me suddenly revive the channel? The channel hasn't been dead. I just have it not archive live streams because I'm extremely self-conscious and just now being confident about my appearance so that I'm letting people see me and going out in public and posting selfies to Instagram. By the way, you should follow me on Instagram. It's Annabella Bear. I think it's linked somewhere in the stream. I don't know. But, so they're just not archived. But I have been streaming, and I have like 30 videos that I have to edit that all have my old face and voice, which is why I have been putting it off because I hate myself. Slightly less now than I did before, but watching old footage of myself is it's not good for the soul. Plus it just confuses the shit out of people because I literally did not look like this 6 months ago. Not like this because I have makeup on, but like, well, I guess. Because I gained like 40 or 50 pounds, so I'm not skin and bones in the face and the body anymore. Alright. But it would be great to just confuse the shit out of people if I could bring myself to stare at my year-old face for hours at a time editing videos. Alright. So when you enter the question mark rooms, it could be a shop, a fight, or like one of these random events. The random events are almost always good, except if you fall into the hidden trap. You have to discard a card. Not so great. Before you lies an elaborate shrine to an ancient spirit. Okay. I think curses are really, in the early game, curses are really hurt. Because you don't have a lot of cards, so you draw them a lot, and they're all like this. Like at the end of your turn, lose 1 health for each card in your hand. Another one is lose 1 health every time a card is played. So they're really not worth the extra 150 gold. So we're just gonna pray and get the normal gold here. As your hand touches the shrine, gold rains from the ceiling, showering you in riches. Alright, which is good because we have a store coming up. So you can buy card, you can remove a card, you can buy potions and relics, and you can buy cards. Oh, excuse me. How many powers? That one's really good. We can't afford it. And that's whenever you rest, you can add a card to your deck. Alright, so we're gonna do Flash of Steel because it costs 0 and it does 3 damage, and it's a really good card. No, get your fucking hand out of here. I think we're just gonna get rid of Bash. Let's fuck this card. I was like, who just messaged me? Oh, literally the least important person because I only use them to shower me in affection. Alright, so when you go to a bonfire, you can rest, which restores 30% of your max health, but we're at full health, so that doesn't matter. Or you can upgrade a card, and there are relics that add like extra things you can do at bonfires. So I think what we're gonna do now is this is just okay. I haven't played the new updated version, so I don't know exactly what they changed, but this is definitely changed. It did not used to be 6, which is really nice. Everything else is the same so far. Right. This is really nice, so we're gonna pick this because it used to just be 5 for upgraded. Alright, so we're gonna go into an elite room, so they're hard enemies. They'll kick your shit in, but you get a relic at the end if you don't die. Alright, so there's a strategy for all of like the bosses and mini bosses. With this guy, he rests for a certain amount of turns, 3 max, and when you attack him, the game rolls, I don't know what percentage chance it is, but the game rolls a percentage chance if he wakes up or not. And if you wake him up by attacking, you stun him and you get an extra turn. If he wakes up naturally, he just gets to attack you. So I always just fuck his shit in here and just stun him so I can get an extra turn. Alright, a new flash steel. We're gonna do this so we don't lose all of our health. I'm gonna attack him. Okay. Alright, so so let's do this, and let's get the extra, so we can just play all the cards, because they just get discarded if you don't use them that turn. There are relics to get rid of that let you keep them, but those are like the really good ones that make you OP are like super rare. Okay, so he's gonna do a debuff, which, knowing fighting this person, it's Siphon Soul, so it gives you negative shield and negative damage. So you deal 3, I think it's 1 down every time. And so it'd be like 4 and then 3 and then 2, and it like stops at a minimum of 1, I think, unless it got changed. So we're just gonna go all in on this fucker, because he's not gonna do anything. Alright, so there's 20 health left, but that does not help us, because we wouldn't have been able to kill him. Driving couch, just jumping around with it, just watching videos. Or did you just like bolt wheels to a couch, or was it like something more complex than that? Alright, now he's dead. Because just bolting like wheels to a couch seems pretty hilarious. So when we kill the elites, you get relics. This is actually a pretty good one, because whenever you take damage, you'll deal 3 back. So if the enemy attacks 3 damage 4 times, they would take the 3 damage 4 times in the scales. It's a drivable car literally shaped like a couch. What? What? That is a monstrosity. Yeah, I just explained relics. Shush! I don't know if you can hear the train in the background, but it's really loud. Powers are things you play, and they just have like a status effect for the whole thing. None of these are really good because we're not exhausting cards, and the only time we're losing health from a card is Hemokinesis. But this is also costs 2. Well, did it? I just have to that sounds hilarious. This is 2, and right now we only have 3 energy, and all of our other cards are 1. So we're gonna skip. We're gonna pass. Don't. Yeah, I got it. I'm skipping on purpose. Stop. Stop giving me the tips. I've played this game before. Alright. So now we have this little buff that is thorns, so every time they attack, they deal 3 damage back. And you're up close to them. There's a train near my house that goes through the woods. It's maybe like a 3-minute drive away, but it would take you a really long time to like walk to it, even if you just went straight through the woods. And when they like honk their horns, it's like, and you have the window open and it's like 2 a.m. Most of the time it wakes you up. Because it's just close enough where it matters. So we're gonna use Flash Steel because it costs nothing. And we're just gonna lay into this guy. Okay, so with slimes, they have a split buff. So whenever you deal whenever they lose half their health, technically, they split into 2 slimes of that much health. Also, we're using the new webcam today. The previous one I had was the C920 from Logitech, but it would literally stop like registering, like it would fail to start constantly, and like restarting my computer wouldn't help. So I bought literally the step up for $5, which is called Logitech 1080 Pro, and it's almost exactly like the C920, except the drivers are much newer. The drivers are like, I'm pretty sure the drivers are like 2 or 3 years newer than the C920. So, it's a great webcam, and I wish they would just update the fucking drivers. Because the okay, a little rant here. The controls for the C920 are so much better than like the newer Logitech webcams, because they don't have like a control panel where you can zoom in and zoom out. You have to literally open up the Logitech Control Center app and like do it all manually, so you can't like change the focus or zoom in from OBS, what I'm using to stream, anymore. Okay, rant over. But the quality is much better, and the lights are not as obnoxious when it's showing that it's on. And like the non-slip pads and stuff on it are better. Alright, back to the game. Alright, so they're gonna split if we can do 10 damage. So we're just gonna do 14 damage, and they'll get this interrupted unknown question mark thing, which technically means they're not attacking, but they're doing something else, and if you fight them enough, you know what that is, given the conditions. Breaks the audio drivers. Yeah, I've definitely had that. Definitely experienced that. Alright, so we're just gonna attack him more. So now he'll only have 15 health when he splits in half. I keep reaching for this fucking cup. I'm looking over here, because that's where the preview is. You reach in this fucking cup and there's nothing in it. There's also nothing in this, and it's still on my desk somewhere. I have a problem. Alright. You keep bringing it up. And someone on the TT server brought it up. And someone I was talking to on a dating app brought it up. So it might mean that I should watch it. We'll do this. We're gonna take some damage. But as much as we would have. And then we can just kill that guy next turn. Alright, so let's just flash a steel here. And then we can just team Telekinesis. There you go, problem solved. And then we get our health back. Well, 6 of it anyways. So Explosion Potion, so it's 10 damage to all. And the related potion is the Fire Potion, which does 20 to a single. I've never used Burning Pact because, like, you have to discard one to draw 2. So it's just like any other card. There's nothing really special about it. It's pretty much just a plain old card, and other cards do the same thing. So I've never really bothered to pick it up. Flex is great because it's just an extra 2 strength for the turn. But dual wield, since we have the no-cost card in our hand, we could duplicate that. So now we have 2 Flash of Steels instead of 1. Go to this one. Maybe the best character. Is that what it is? No idea. stroke my hair here because because we're all obsessed with our appearance, and I can't help it. Alright, so this one's kind of like a slight improvement, but it's kind of if you don't go to any of these rooms. So now you can't encounter enemies in the question mark rooms. It's only going to be events and like shops and stuff, which is okay if there's a lot of them, but we're gonna like run into one more. So, all right, let's go to the next mini boss. All right. We're gonna block once. I'm gonna throw this. These guys they're not the greatest. What makes these guys hard, like there's one thing that makes all of the mini bosses hard, and with these guys it's because there's 3 of them. Like if there is 2 or only just one of them and they had like twice as much health, it would be fine, but there's 3 of them, and you'll find out why in a second. But I'm just gonna go in on this guy. So their status effect, what they do is they give you 2 dazed cards. So what that does is you have 2 dazed cards and you can't play them, so they just take up a draw slot, and then once you discard them they go away forever. So they're like void fill, and then they go away. And on the first turn the middle guy always attacks, and the 2 on the outside always give you 4 dazed cards to start off the fight, and that puts you at a slight disadvantage. Also, they have artifacts, so you can't debuff them until you get rid of it, so you have to debuff them twice for it to take effect. And then they always alternate, so it's always the middle guy attacks, and then the 2 on the outside attack, and then the middle guy attacks. So that's why it makes it hard that there's 3 of them, because they're all very like set patterned and they don't start you off well to the fight. So we're gonna attack this guy, and maybe he's gonna block. So anyone that's coming, if you're new to the stream, work girl, as I refer to her, is this girl that I'm into at work, and she always takes priority over the stream because you gotta make sure they know you're paying attention to them and give them all your attention. So if I'm not talking or explaining things and I'm looking down at my phone and not doing anything, that's what I'm doing. We didn't get... It's still in our draw pile, isn't it? It is. The microphone was not happy there for a second. It started to get a little screechy, so I have my headphones in. That's fine. We'll just do Flash of Steel here. God damn. And of course, we draw the other dazed. Right, well, we'll just do 4 to all of them, so that'll get rid of all of their relics. So we can debuff them next time, but I don't think there will be a next time. So let's just do this and kill this guy. And now, see, now the dazed cards disappear. Now he's gonna give us some more. Alright. So we're an Iron Wave because we do damage and get shield. And we're just gonna go all in case we don't draw any attacks next turn. Like this. No, actually, this girl. I thought, for some reason, I thought he had 7, but okay. Ancient Sea sets are really good because whenever you enter a rest site, just period, you get 2 energy for the next battle. It is, ooh, so good because they're usually just scattered throughout the floor. We're gonna do 5 damage twice. That sounds really nice. Let's go with that. We're running low on health, and this way we'll get 2 bonfires, so that when we that was a little too low. There we go. All right. So that when we get to the boss on the floor, we have almost full health. So we're gonna go this way to the question mark. As you walk into the room, you hear a gurgling and grinding of metals. Before you, a slime-like creature that ate too much scrap for its own good. In the center of the creature, you see glints of strange light, perhaps something magical. Looks like you can get some treasure if you just reach inside. It's opening. However, the acid and sharp objects my heart. Alright, let's go. Nope, alright. So every time you do it, you lose health, but the chance to find one increases. There is a rest state coming up, so I will keep going. But that was much, much more than I would have hoped to lose. Success. After wandering through the metal and burning acid, you finally get hold of a relic and yank it out. You pull your way out of the ooze, damaged but reward. So we're getting all of the great relics this first run. Even though this really doesn't help us at all because we have no powers. But whenever you play a power, a random card in your hand costs 0, which is very great. The 0 cost cards are super powerful in this game. Not because they cost 0, but because they let you, no. Not because they're like necessarily good cards, but because they cost 0 and they let you play an extra card. I got that backwards. So it's 30% of our max health and it tells you how much you'll heal. So we'll just heal for the 24. And then we're gonna go into this fight with an extra 2 energy. Energy resets at the end of every turn, so you don't like carry over. So if we only spend a 2, we wouldn't get an extra 3 next turn, unless you have the relic that lets you do that and makes you super OP because you can just play as many cards as you want, which is great. But we're gonna play Flashless Deal here. Right. So with these guys, they apply vulnerable on death because they're literally rats' bodies who have been taken over by poisonous mushrooms, which is pretty hardcore, but you know, pretty cool at the same time. All right, let's not play that card yet, shall we? So just healed. So I was trying to save some of our health, because we would have taken. It's not 1. We would have taken the 3 health and the 2 from attacking. So don't want that. Ooh, I can't play. I wanted to play dual wield the twin strike, but it would still only let us kill one of the guys, so it's really not worth it. So you might as well do thunderclap, because I wouldn't be able to play this because it costs 1. And then we'll just do 7 damage and do 9 damage. Right. Let's do this, and then he's dead. Alright. So then invulnerable didn't matter because he didn't get to attack. So explosion potions 10 to all enemies. And what do we got? Ooh. I haven't taken demon form yet, simply because the cost is really high. So unless you get it on your first turn, you're giving up an entire turn to play 1 card, and the game will 100% punish you for that. Intimidate's great, but anger, it costs 0 as well. But whenever you play a card, it doubles itself. So if you have not many cards in your deck, you can keep playing anger over and over and over again because it always just duplicates itself. It has a lot of synergies for like Mind Blast, which does damage equal to the number of cards in your deck. Stuff like that. So we're going to take anger. I really like the card. It's honestly not that great, but I like the card. So, oh, this one's great too. As you make your way down the long corridor, you see a banana donut in a box floating about. No, upon closer inspection, they're tied to strings. Coming from holes in the ceiling, there's quiet cackling from above you as you approach the objects. What do you do? If this was a different curse, I would totally take the relic in the box. but losing a health for every card in your hand when you end the turn is super rough. We have... we're going to rest at the bonfire. We're just going to rest at the bonfire. Because as much as I would want to upgrade one of our things, what is this? Yeah, create 2 copies, but you still have to have enough energy to play them both. Let's gain 5 max health. Don't it really hit the spot? Maxing HP. Alright. So, like I said, we're gonna totally rest because the level bosses are no joke. I was gonna say especially this guy, but they're all no joke because they'll all literally kick your ass in like 3 turns if you're not paying attention. Except for the time slug and the giant head, because they punish you for not killing them quickly. Alright, so there's a couple things this guy does. After 30 damage, he transforms into... sorry. Into, like, a Brussels sprout looking thing, and he gains the buff Iron Scales, so he takes damage to you, but Iron Scales don't proc Iron Scales because it's card damage, or like attack, or like thing damage instead of just like relic damage, because relic damage is excluded and it's like this whole separate thing. So there we go. So he doesn't do anything on his first turn. So we're just going to apply vulnerable and 7 twice. And then we're going to strike him to get him to not buff himself in the first turn, which is ideal if you can pull it off. But then we have an artichoke. I think I said Brussels sprout. I can't remember what they look like because I haven't ever eaten either of them. I don't see them on a regular basis. So whenever he transforms, he always gets 20 armor. And then he gives himself the bronze scales as well. Right. And he also attacks because he's a jerk. It only lasts for 3 turns, I'm pretty sure. And you know it's the last turn because he does multiple attacks and at low damage. Let's do that. Let's do Iron Wave. And then do that. So we're going to take some damage because of the scales. He's going to take some damage because of the scales. Less than I took, but there we go. Oh, they changed it. It used to be like 4 times 3 and now it's 8 times 2. Which it does more damage now, which sucks. But okay. Totally dual wield here. I'm gonna defend because this is gonna hurt. And then ender. I'm gonna throw his explosion bows in. And give him what for. Alright, and then he transforms back. So every time he transforms back into the attack mode, I call it, the number he needs to take before he transforms into defensive mode goes up by 10. And usually by like 60, you just kill him in the attack mode, which is not that great because he does like 13 times 4 damage sometimes, which if you can't do math, is all of your health by that point. So we'll do a wheel again. So Iron Wave, and we'll block, and we'll just kick his ass and hope we draw Ender. We did not draw Ender. So he's gonna buff himself, so we're gonna go all in here. Oh, that's right, I wasn't keeping track of the number. And I keep track of the number, it's important. That was kind of useless. I just took a damage and he took none, which is unfortunate, but... we drew no defenses, which is a problem early game because you want to balance out. Oh, hey, there's a slider here now. That's nice. You want to balance out how many attacks you're picking up versus how many defensive things, like if you block, you're picking up. And we picked up all like attack things except for Iron Wave, because that's all it's given us. Bump in the night at some window. So this is no bueno because we're gonna take a lot of damage here. We might die. We'll see. This is nice though, because I do all of these. Ooh, I don't. This sucks because I really want to play all these cards, but I'm pretty sure we die next turn if I play these cards. Alright, whatever. We'll play one, see what we draw. Dual wield, okay. Okay, so we can't actually hit him because he'll kill us. So we'll just have to stick with this for right now. Yeah, he's totally gonna kill us on the next. I don't think that could have been avoided. I think he was gonna kill us on the next turn regardless, because he's doing 20 this turn, and I'm pretty sure we didn't even have 20 health, or we had like 20 health. So rip. And then you kind of just face plant the floor, which is pretty funny, honestly. So every time you die or beat the game, you're based on score, and that gives you unlocks. And we'll get the new character, the Silent, which is in the thumbnail. I like the Silent a lot more because the cards are honestly better. It's kind of dumb that the cards are just better for this character, but they are. They're so much better. You don't get health like back every fight, but you get to draw extra cards and a whole bunch of other fun stuff. And now we can do the daily challenge because we played the game. We played the game once. We played the game once. So these are just like any other daily challenge on games, but you get 3 modifiers, and the modifiers can be multi-part, so you can have like more than 3 technically. Some of them are good, some of them are really good. One of the really good ones that make for like just like silly fun like runs are the modifier that drops a trinket after every single battle, no matter what. So you can amass a fair collection, and then you die at the very final boss because you got super cocky, which is what always happens, but those runs always turn out to be the most fun. So we start with a random deck of 50 cards. This is usually really bad because you can never draw what you want and it's always filled with shit. Unless you get Mind Blast first draw, or upgrade it to make it innate so you always draw it first. Enemies drop 200 more gold, but you cannot upgrade cards or rest sites, which is a bummer because that's the only time you can do it, except for the question mark events, and the map only contains 1 path. So you're kind of just fucked on this one. And this guy is great. He's the magical whale that inhabits the Spire, and he actually has lore in the game. The lore is actually pretty good. So he just gives you the modifiers, and it's like, here, there you go, have fun. Goodbye. See you in like 5 minutes when you die. Okay, what do we have in this deck here? These are pretty good so far. Two Berserks, okay. Havoc is kind of because it's just play the top card on your draw pile, but you have to exhaust it, so if it's a good card, you're fucked. But we do have Exhume, but we're never gonna draw them in the same hand because we have 50 cards. Just lets you take things back from your exhaust pile. Intimidate, Fiend Fire, which is not great. Trigger it, never used it. Barricade is really nice. Block no longer expires at the end of your turn, but it's 3 energy. Ghostly Armor is great. Ethereal means if it's in your hand at the end of the turn, it's exhausted. So it's kind of forcing you to play the card if you want it later on in the battle. Infernal Blade is really nice because it's a random attack to your hand that costs 0. Any other good things? Spot Weakness is good. When the enemy attacks, you can gain 3 strength. And Reaper, you do 4 damage to all unblocked. 4 health for all unblocked damage. Alright. Got some good stuff, got some crap. But, you know. Alright. Anger here, obviously. And we have no attack cards. Alright, so we're just gonna bash then. Caca! Caca, motherfucker. So we're gonna use Infernal Blade, obviously. Wild Strike, 12 damage, but shuffle a wound into your vial. So it's just an unplayable status card. This is... I don't know why this card would ever be good. Because you lose a health every single turn for 1 card, and that is just so not worth it. We're gonna flex here, though, so we get 2 extra strength. So now that we're doing 7 3 times. Now he's dead. Alright. Armaments is great because if you upgrade it, instead of a single card, it's gain 5 block and upgrade every card in your hand for the rest of combat. And we're going to take a Shrug It Off because we have 50 cards, so the likelihood of us getting that is shit. But this gives us block and draw a card. And we have a lot of shit in our deck. Alright, so dual wield. And we only had 1 attack, so I was like wondering why I duplicated that one. But we only have 1 attack. So yeah. Cheers then, I guess. Stop! That was good. Oh, that's right, because it's now getting humid again, so the mic's kind of feedback a lot more, which is unfortunate. Perfected Strike is nice, not in this huge of a deck with just random cards. It's +2 damage for all cards containing Strike, but we really don't have that here at the moment. Oh. Don't have any exhausted cards though. Well, let's just kill this guy, see what we draw. Fuck no, I'm not playing that card. Alright. What are we gonna put on the top of our draw pile? Dual wield, of course. Alright. I was gonna say, let's dual wield Infernal Blade, but we can't. It'd have to be Strike. But we're not, because if we don't play Ghostly Armor, we lose it, and we might need it in like the next turn. Even though we're probably just gonna kill him now. But you never know. You always want to be safe. And, on guard about that kind of stuff. Hey, what cards do we have? I don't think I'm gonna add any cards to my deck, honestly. It's just not a wise idea. It's 2 weak attack card from a draw pile, place it in your hand. Just all non-attacks in your hand, deal 16. This power is great, but it costs 3 like all the good powers do. Skills cost 0. And then you have to exhaust them though when you play them. What do we have for bonfires? 1, 2, 3 bonfires. So this gives us 15 extra health. But if we don't play any attacks, we get an extra energy next turn. So we're totally gonna go for that. Because that's very, very likely in this deck. Now, before you lies an elaborate shrine to a forgotten spirit. Well, let's transform a card, shall we? What do we don't want? What am I never going to use? Oh, where's that? Where is it? Demon form or we'll just get rid of brutality. And it's pretty much just a random out of the card set. Dark Embrace. Whenever a card is exhausted, what is it? Gain a card? And they're always added to the bottom, so it's easy to find. Draw a card. Not really exhausting cards at this point. Right. Gain some block. Druid is awful because you're just getting 7 block for literally less. Oh, it's to one person though. Alright, I guess we're just gonna end our turn because can't do anything. None of those cards were worth playing. It was lose health or like weaken them. Alright. Well, we did get the extra energy, so it's nice. Legend is a no here. It's wicked overkill. No, it's in the attack power. No, do that power, but and again, no, fuck off. Not gonna deal with your shit here. So I guess we'll just bludgeon him to death. Because, like I had predicted, when you get the random lot of 50, it's usually garbage, because there's usually not a lot of cards you can play every turn that don't hurt you or just exhaust cards for no reason. Let's gain 2 strength here. Not care about it. We also do not have any attack cards, which is great. So whatever. Might start picking up attack cards every fight to even this out. He's just gonna keep buffing himself? That's fine. I mean, sure. He's not attacking, so there's no point in using any of those cards. But we can flame, spot weakness, flex, and then just kill his ass. They're 9 strength. Alright. This Rampage is really good. There's an inverse called Glass Knife that does 16, and every time you play it goes down by 2. This goes up by 4 every single time, and it starts at 8 damage, and it's 1 energy, which is great. It's really great. This fucking guy. Alright. So I said there's one thing about all the mini bosses that makes them hard, and like one strategy for every mini boss. This fucker right here, let me tell you. The goal is to just kill him as quick as possible. Because after the first turn, every single time you play a non-attack, unless it's changed, a non-attack card, he gains a strength. Or 3. I don't remember. It's really not important. You just gain strength if you don't attack him, which is awful because he'll just start doing 40 damage a turn. And right now we cannot block that, even in a single turn. So play all your powers and skills on the first turn and don't worry about attacking, because he's not going to attack. So we'll inflame. Spot weakness is just going to go to waste, unfortunately. He's bloodletting, because we might as well play that. Why not? Alright, let's see if it's changed. Oh, it's whenever you play a skill, it gains 2 strength. Alright, it was balanced out. It's still not great, and I still hate this guy, but it's slightly more fair than it was before. So, what do we get? 1 strength. Alright, so we'll actually keep that going, and then we'll do that. And this was actually pretty great, because I got a good set of cards. He's only done 4 damage so far. And he debuffs here every single time he fucking attacks like a dick. And then we'll just kill him. Either we got really, really lucky, or they nerfed that guy super hard. Because before, he was like the mini-boss that will always kill you. Because he was super, super strong before. So maybe they nerfed him. Maybe a little both, I'm gonna guess. Pandacraft is good though. We saw in our last run. Instead of boss combats and mini-bosses and stuff. Heal 25 health, which is nice. Whirlwind. I'm gonna take that. So 5 damage to all enemies X times. Whenever you see X on a card, it's how many energy you currently have. So I almost pressed skip like an idiot. It's a compulsion to snap and point and do finger guns. I apologize. But I can only rest so far because I don't have any relics to let me do anything else. So we'll just rest, even though we were full health. Almost full health. Alright. Why not? It costs 0. 1 week. They're attacking this turn, so whatever. And bludgeon, of course. Another 3 rank card. Alright, well whatever. What is it? Exhume. Which didn't do anything because there was nothing in it. Because the order, when you play cards, it has to fulfill what's written on the card first before it exhausts itself. And the card you drew also goes off first. So there's no card for it to pull from the exhaust pile, so it just does nothing. Which is unfortunate. We can apply another week, let me tell you. You're gonna be weak as shit, even though it doesn't stack. You're gonna be weak as shit. Great. Let's get our flame on here. Sounds nice. They lose 2 strength, which does stack with weakened, by the way, which is nice. But it's 2 strength off of their initial strength, not off of the weakened strength. So it stacks, but not the way you want it to. It's still a good card. And now we can just block everything. Right. Oh, I really should have gotten up and gotten water, because now I'm just yawning constantly. Sorry about that. And anger! There you go. Problem solved. Alright. We can dual wield, sure. We're definitely not going to play 2 barricades, that's for fucking sure. Because they most certainly do not stack. Because how can your block no longer expire at the start of your turn twice? Doesn't really make sense now, does it? And then we'll just make them weak again. Invulnerable. Give them all the status effects. Fuck them. and like strength down doesn't go away and doesn't tick down every turn, which is plus 19 damage. Huzzah! Slice his face off. Right, let's get another Infernal Blade, shall we? A relic, yee! Every time you play 3 attacks, gain 1 dexterity. Except we've rarely played 3 attacks in 1 turn. Because there's just so much other shit in this deck. I'm surprised we're doing as well as we are. The picture you saw, this is related to the stream for once, but it has to do with Work Girl, so that's why we're paying attention to it. The stream start picture I posted on Facebook, and she gave me heart eyes and said, "Your skin is flawless." Not like on the picture, but that was someone else said the same thing. But she sent me a message on Facebook. All right, Infernal Blade. Oh, Heavy Blade is nice. 14 damage and strength. I don't know if it's I'm pretty sure it's 2 times because strength affects heavily. Oh, they actually have it in here now. It affects Heavy Blade 3 times now. Nice. All right. Well, too bad we're not gonna have any strength this turn probably for this fight. So the Slavers suck because they have a debuff lets you not attack by throwing their net on you. So you always want to kill them first, no matter what, unless there's some other fuck ass that's even worse than him, which usually isn't, so you can usually always prioritize him. So we're gonna Heavy Blade, plus there's only 1 damage, one energy, so it's great. And we're just gonna disarm him, shall we? I'll do that. Alright. What was this? This was a fight. Oh, for some reason I thought this was a question mark. I'm losing my mind. 5 damage to all enemies. 3 times. And his ability does not gain the block until after the card's done, which is nice. It counts as a single attack, even though you attack more than once. It's pretty great. But he uses all your energy. That's why it's X energy. This is gonna hurt. We sure fucked them over. And gonna take less damage in the long run. The game didn't like that. 5 3 times, and then we have no energy. There you go, 2 damage. Before Body Slam used to require you to have block before it would do damage, but now it just does 2 minimum, which is nice. Makes the card actually useful when you just have it in your hand with a bunch of other attacks. So the looter steals your gold every turn and then tries to escape with it. You know, common character theme there. We're gonna draw a card, shall we? That was not the card I wanted to draw. But what's the card on top? Gain 10 block. Alright. It was gonna get discarded anyways. So that's fine. Also, you can't stop him from taking your gold unless you stop him from physically attacking. Even if he does 0 damage, he still takes your gold. So we're gonna do Reaper here. It's not really great on single targets because it's you heal for all of the unlocked damage. So if you have 3, it's awesome. But we're gonna get 6 health back. And Infernal Blade because it'll cost a 0. And we'll do this. And we'll put, there really is nothing good here, this back into our deck, in the discard pile, because we're only going to get to use each card once. Our deck has 55 cards in it. Alright, so now he's going to block and then he's gonna try to run away, making hand motions like you can see. But I'm pretty sure we can kill him this turn. Yeah, there. And then you get your gold back when you kill him. 2 4 times. Okay. You already have multiples of those other two, so let's shy away from that. Hey, the box element again. Did they change it to always be regret? Ooh, that's rough. Because it's a random relic, but it's always a regret now. Alright, we're gonna take it. And we got the T set. Yeah! T set's really nice. Some of the curses just really aren't worth it in the long run. But we have 57 cards in our deck, so I don't think it's gonna matter. We're not gonna keep rolling through it like we would have if we started out a game with a 10-card deck. Let's draw some cards, shall we? Because this didn't really work out well for us. So let's disarm one of these guys. And Infernal Blade twice. Ooh, nice. That'll be weak. I'm gonna do 16 damage. We'll do to this guy. Because then we can just do bam, that, and I'll just have one health next turn. Alright. So anger. What do we have in our discard pile here? I have to use 2 energy at most. Let's use Intimidate, which I'm not going to. We get a good card. We did not get a good card. We get a good card. We did not get a good card. Yeah, whatever. We have enough block. Whatever. Okay. There is a relic. Speaking of the curses, there's a relic that gives you just permanent strength for every curse you have. And there's one that lets you play curses, so you can just get them out of your hand. You lose a health, but you don't have to suffer what's on the card. So we're going to try to play as many of these cards as we can, or we're just going to kill them and avoid that completely, which is fine. These cards are all useless here, because armaments, we have so many cards, and it's not like a block card, so we're just gonna skip it. We're gonna rest because that's all we can do. And problem solved. Why does this person react to a bunch of my photos from last month? Why are you stalking me, bro? I thought it was work goal. Was it not work goal? Indeed, not work goal. Alright, time to die. This fucking guy again. God damn it. The girl I was just talking about that was been liking my post from a month ago just messaged me. And it's not work girl, so we're not going to take time out for her. The show must go on. And then we're going to make him go fuck himself. He's not buffing himself and giving himself a shield. Alright. God damn it, I keep forgetting to fucking get water. Alright. Whether we die or not, after this fight, I am getting water. And hopefully not showing my pantslessness on stream. Because I'm not putting pants on. Because it's like, not even boobs up. It's like armpits up. So. Let's gain some strength, shall we? Can't use dual wield because we gained the strength. So we'll just palm strike and gain some more strength, shall we? gain some more strength, shall we? This would be great if we had more energy. I would play this first because it makes him vulnerable. But we're doing 12 3 times. And it counts as 1 for the bronze scales, which is, ooh, so good. Right. I'm gonna play 2 Perfecta Strikes. It's still only gonna do 21 damage. We make him weak, so instead of 20, he's doing 12. We gain more strength. We're gonna gain more strength because that gives us 2 extra damage. So we can do 23 and lose some, or just 21 and 23. So we're just gonna do 23 and not lose health. So 21 and lose health. Oh, that's 2, that's right. Okay, so we're gonna use Berserk. So we are below half. So that will help us. And we cannot break the mode shift. So we're just gonna let him buff and shield. He charges up and then he does a super powerful attack. So you always want to try to mode shift him before that. What do I have here? Reaper? Costs 2 though. So I have 1. Alright. This is work, girl. Oh my fucking god, it's to the... She sent it to the work group chat, which is just fucking out of control and full of nudes. What is this? This is an actual link. An actual link. I'll look at this later, work girl. Alright. What we're going to do is we are most definitely going to not Reaper. Okay. I'll open the message because it's the Hello Keep Trans girl from work. But I'm not gonna do anything with it. Okay. Let's bring him down to 22 here. And let's use this. So I only take 1 damage, so I take 2 damage. Yeah, so it's 1 for 1 motherfuckers. And that is why you always want to stop him from buffing and just wrecking your shit in. 18 times 5. What's 18 times 5?
It's 90.
Right. It is 90. So he'll almost die. So I think that's what we're going to do. Because he just got his shit pounded in for pounding our shit in. But not in the good way like I like. So it's not okay. Why do I have a message? I don't have a message. Sword Boomerang, and he's dead. Because go fuck yourself. There we go. Gain 1 artifact so we can negate 1 debuff, which is nice. Impervious is a great card because it's 30 block for 2 instead of like 6 block for 1. So we're going to take that even though we're never going to use it. Okay. The White Beast potions always drop. It's potions are nice, but the tiny house is fucking useless. I hate it so much. It's such a trash relic. Because you get 1 potion, 30 gold, raise your max health by 5, get a card, and then upgrade a random card. And it's like none of those things are worth a relic that just is useless after you pick it up. This, though, gain, at the each turn, gain an energy, but you start with 2 wounds in your draw pile, which might not be bad because we have 58 cards. So I'm going to take it for once. Hold on. We have no music. Hold on. Let's proceed and maybe we'll have music. Trying to sprinkle me with makeup knowledge. Alright. We have no attacks. Gain 3 block. Well, we have no attacks. So we're just not going to play a card this turn, I guess. That was unfortunate. Sassing me on my basic makeup knowledge, which is pretty funny because she worked at Ulta, and if you don't know, Ulta is this huge makeup company, so which is extremely helpful if you're a trans girl, but she's just kind of using all her fancy terminology at me. So now we have 4 because we picked up the Mark of Pain. And we did draw a wound, but 1 out of 58 cards, so whatever. I should have bashed first because I forgot we had that many, which is unfortunate, but you know, whatever. I'm not viewing more replies. Okay. They're not attacking, which is unfortunate. And, let's use the relic, shall we? So we'll just negate whatever he's trying to do to us. But we'll whirlwind anyways. Because fuck him. He's not the boss of us. None of these cards are good. We'll disarm. We'll smack him in the face, and then we'll end our turn. Don't use makeup wipes, everyone. Use liquid makeup remover, which why? Who knows? Something, toxins and tampons, who knows? So we'll do this, and then we'll just kick his ass. There you go. Spell greasy wrong, not greedy. Apparently it clogs your pores and it just moves the makeup around, which is incorrect because I used some yesterday and it took it all off pretty well. Before I was just using butt wipes, and those work pretty well, but they leave your face red afterwards because unless you get them heated up, they don't work very well. Normally well. Bloodletting Plus though. 0 cost for 2 energy and 3 health. Yeah. Alright. Cellar water? Okay. Small beggar cloaked in fur reaches his hand out towards you as you pass. Spare some coin, child. So this is a 50-50. I don't know if it's a 50-50, but I've only seen 2 different choices on this. If you give him the gold. So either he's a cleric and he heals you or upgrades a card or something, or he gives you a relic. So let's see which one it is. There you go. It's the cleric. You're a kind soul. Receive my purification, he screams. We're unsure if he is grateful or mad. Hey, what are we gonna fucking get rid of here? Demon form? Fucking demon form. Where are you? Get out of here. This fucking guy should be a mini boss. And there's another one that should be a mini boss because they're so fucking obnoxious and like super hard compared to normal enemies. Oh, hate it. It is just the hair clip that's keeping all of my hair back and over to one side, so it looks like I have an undercut, but it's really just hair clips because they're magic. So he has plated armor, so he gets 14 at the end of every turn, and only if you deal damage to him does it go down. So that's fuck. And Reaver only does anything if it's unblocked damage. So we're just gonna beat him up a little. Hit that dexterity bonus and not play any of these fucking cards because they're all garbage. Alright. Let's inflame, shall we? And anger. Sword boomerang. Get some of the plated armor down. And just fuck his day up. Right. 7 times 4 is 30. 27. 27, yes. 7 and 4 always makes 27, 28. But we can flex first, because it costs 0. And now it'll be 36. Okay, let's go. Just fuck his shit. Every time, unlike with like iron scales where it only counts the damage multiple times as once if it's one card, plated armor is the exact opposite. So every single time you get hit, no matter if it's one card doing damage multiple times, it goes down every single time. Because it's every time your health goes down instead of every time you take damage. Which is slightly confusing, but they work differently. So, I mean, I could just use Perfect Strike and kill you now. Except I can't because I have no cards in my hand to hurt you. Which is unfortunate. So we'll just use this, shall we? Hopefully this gives us... Yes, it does. It works that way. So every time we lose health from regret, we can get a strength up. Alright. Fucking God. Can you just die, please? Keep not drawing any attack cards. Clothesline. More attack cards. Keep them coming. Let's just keep them coming. I have a lot of gold to spend. Fuck this guy too. This guy should be a mini boss. Because he debuffs you to make all of your cards random costs. And they can be like anywhere from 0 to 4. I think the way it works, it's from 0 to whatever your max energy is. In this case it would be 4, usually it's 3. So that's that right number over here. And it doesn't take into effect the just bonus stuff yet, which is the left one. So we're getting Infernal Blade. I'm going to try to get as much shit out of the way as possible firsthand. Deal as much damage as we can. And then we're going to place Infernal Blade or a card back, excuse me, back on there. Then. And oh my fucking God, I was like, whatever we do after this, I'm getting water. And then I got sassed about makeup, and I get distracted very easily, alright? I'm a very distracted person. This costs 0, so that's nice, so we're gonna use it. I'm a very distracted person. And we'll most likely die here if I do not kill him. Well, we'll probably die here. $3 for disarm. This costs 0 now, though. So I guess that's fine. But $3 for disarm is rough. But we're gonna play it anyways, because we're trying to survive here. Looks like Gecko for Snake. It's called a Snecko. So you are indeed correct. If you like hover over them, you can see their names and stuff. Usually they're like funny combinations. This is definitely a snake and a gecko, so it's a Snecko. You know, as you do. Obviously. Why would it be anything else? Madman. Right. Double tap. Yeah, nice. So whenever you play the card, the next attack you play happens twice. So it's like duplicating a card, except it's right away. Alright. What's at the shop here? Mind Blast! Yeah! Mind Blast is great because deal damage equal to the number of cards in your draw pile. Ow, I hit my hand on the desk. But that is if you can draw it. Because it's not upgraded, so it doesn't have innate. So we're not going to draw it first every single time. And we can't upgrade cards to make it innate unless we get a random event. But it's a really great card. So we're probably going to buy it. Deck gets upgraded. Okay. That is dumb. None of these relics are very good. Not a strength potion though. Alright, what are we gonna get rid of next? Barricade? What are the 3 cost cards do we have? Bludgeon? Bludgeon's useful though. I would actually play Bludgeon. I think that's it. I could get rid of Regret. Just get rid of Regret. You can just get rid of curses like that. Alright, we will be back in 30 seconds. I'm gonna switch the scene so that I don't have to like scramble to put on pants while the camera's on. But we'll be right back. Reminder, it is Mental Health Awareness Month. And you have been made aware. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, we are indeed right back. I avoided having to put pants on because pants are a sin. Let's move on now that I have my water. This fucking guy was the other guy I was talking about. Let me tell you, he should be a mini-boss because he is bullshit. So his buff is malleable. So whenever you attack him, he gains 3 block. And every time you attack him, the block goes up by 1. So first attack is 3 blocks, second is 4. But it resets every turn. But that means you have to do at least 3 and then 4 and then 5 damage to actually damage him. And they increased his motherfucking health from like 30. It was actually like 40 before. I was thinking of a different enemy. But they increased his health too. And he's a normal fucking enemy. And he should be an elite / mini boss. And I'm very upset every single time I run into this fucking guy. So he should not be a normal enemy. He's too much health. Like, decrease his health more. If you're gonna do anything. Christ. I'm very upset. You have 6 energy and literally nothing to play it on. But okay. Alright. Oh. This would have been nice the first turn when I didn't get debuffed. But alright. Zoom. Let's make him lose even more. So the strength decrease stacks with itself and half stacks with weakened. So it's nice. So we could do 3 damage, or we could just do nothing. And I think we're gonna do nothing. Because it's pointless. Alright. We didn't attack, so I get an extra energy to do nothing with. We have no cards in our hands, so we'll just use 2 grit anyways. So even though we have an extra dexterity that increases our block, we're still getting less block. So let's dash 2. And oh, that is unfortunate. We would have only done 1 damage and healed for 1 anyway, so there was no point in Oh great, give me 2 strength so I can lose it immediately. Fabulous. Fun fact though, a nice combination is if you use... Where is it? If you use Flex and you have a relic, it'll negate the Flex trying to take the strength away at the end of your turn, so you get to keep strength, which is a nice interaction. But you have to have the relic. Have a relic. We'll use this, shall we? Because we definitely are. So next turn we'll get an extra energy. Sword being in here and we'll block, so we don't lose the card. Could have used the strength potion, but I paid good money for the strength potion, and I'm holding on to it because we decreased his strength by 4, so he's not really a threat at the current moment. Deal 2 damage 4 times. Currently doing 1 damage 4 times. Great. Great. So great. And he gets malleable for every attack, even if the card is this mechanic works like differently for every fucking card for some reason. So like before, it only did 1 attack for the Iron Scales because it was 1 card, even though it did 3 attacks. But now with malleable, every single time you attack, even if it's just 1 card, it'll give him a shit ton of block. Because fuck you, that's why. And Palm Strike. Alright, well we pulled in front of Blade, which is unfortunate. But oh well. Alright, now you're dead. Fucking piece of shit. I think we'll do 8 damage to all enemies because we don't have really any AoE except for Whirlwind. So, speaking of AoE and Whirlwind, they'll be useful these fucking guys. Okay, so Infernal Blade. We'll banish this guy because he has the most health. I should have, god damn it, I should have used Flex to get that extra damage. But I fucked it, so now it's just gonna go to waste. Alright, let's gain some strength. Let's use this, why not? And then smack him in his stupid face. We wouldn't have been able to play Barricade anyways. So it's not a problem. Hopefully, fuck. Hopefully I wasn't leaning far over enough because I really don't need my channel to get flagged. Do I even have attack for power? This is useless. I'm not gonna play it. There's no point. I will draw 3 cards though, and I will now play it so I can just spot weakness. Anger twice. And, I guess I'll have it twice. Put the top card on your draw pile and exhaust it. What did I pick up? Oh, place a card from your exhaust pile to your hand. I was so confused why it gave me an option. And more anger. Great. I entered the turn. That's fine. I certainly knew that was coming. We only had 20 health going into it. It was not very great, now was it? We unlocked some stuff though, which is pretty great. Alright, so now we're going to play the Silent, which is I don't know what this was supposed to be, which is in the thumbnail. So instead of healing at the end of combat for 6, at the start of combat you draw 2 extra cards. This is a deadly huntress from the Foglands. Eradicates foes with daggers and poison. That's why she's on the thumbnail. She's a beautiful, strong, independent woman, like yours truly. I wouldn't really say strong or independent though, because my mind is literally jelly, because I have schizophrenia. But that's besides the point. So we're gonna play her. Greetings, I am Nyao. This is Nyao. He's an ancient, timeless whale with 3 eyes. You unlock him, giving you extra stuff once you beat the first boss of a floor. Every time you beat the first boss of a floor. So if you play a run and you don't beat the first boss of a floor, he comes and says, "You suck, I'm not giving you anything." And he doesn't give you anything, but he's gonna give us stuff. Oh, I forgot it's per character. Reach the boss, receive my blessing. This popped up because we reached the boss on the other character. And explanations. Okay, so we're only gonna get 1 elite unless we go this path on the side here. Which, sure, why not? First run of this character. Also, this character's aesthetic is green instead of red like the other guy, and green's totally a better color. So. It's also just because I'm super biased towards the men, because they're just fuck toys to me. Which is technically not really a joke, but sort of kinda, so you can be offended if you want. But it's trans humor to shit on people because we hate ourselves. Because we are those people. Block and discard a card. Guess we'll just do that instead, and we'll just discard it. Or defend. Because we'll only need to play 1 defend instead of 2 now. So let's play 2 attacks. Right. Ow. So right now he's being aggressive. Be aggressive. Because he's gonna block an attack. I think we're just gonna take the damage so we can still attack twice. Let's get that over with. Neutralize 3 damage in 1 week, which is nice. We're not doing anything. So we'll just chill. We'll just chill. We're definitely gonna block here. Somebody shared my photo. Oh god. What photo is this? Oh, it's the transphobia photo. Gotcha. I was like, I've only posted selfies today. Why are you sharing my selfies to other people? But it was not. Alright, so we're always going to use neutralize because 1, it's 0 and it weakens them. It does 3 damage. So it's just an all-around good card to always play no matter what. Unless yada yada circumstances, relics, etc. No, we cannot kill him here. So vlog once, get rid of that other one. And kill him next turn and take no damage. Barely kill him next turn. Alright. What are we gonna get? Piercing Whale. This one's really good. Like I said, this character has better cards. I just, in general, for some reason, don't really understand. This character's all about poisoning stuff too, so a lot of poison cards. Hence green, you know, swamps, green, poison, yeah. This is really good though. Start of every turn, apply 2 poison to all enemies. A piercing wail though, 6 strength. Can really fucking save you in a tight spot. It's 6 strength. It's not permanent, it's for 1 turn. But it can really save you. And it saved me many, many times, so I will always take it. Alright. So our Ring of the Snake doesn't really become useful until we either get more energy, get cards that give us more energy, get more 0-cost cards, get more cards that reduce costs of cards, etc, etc. It mainly just gives you more options, so if you draw 4 defends and a survivor, you at least get something else. Jesus Christ. That is a lot of defense. Chill. Another thing that's good about the Ring of the Snake is if you keep your deck size low, you can shuffle through your entire deck really quickly, like every other turn. So, we're going to neutralize him instead of Piercing Wail, because we want to defend. Artemisia Young, hey, how's it going? How are you? How's life? Okay, we will though use Piercing Wail this turn, because fuck this guy. And then we'll do Neutralize to fuck this guy even more. We're still gonna take damage, because it was either discard a card and gain a block and not really be able to do anything, or do that. So make him just feel bad instead. And then we'll just play 3 of our 4 blocks, because that's apparently what you just gotta do sometimes. Alright, and he's dead this turn, because we have 3 attacks finally in our hand. What do we got? Sucker Punch is nice in theory because it's 7 damage in 1 week, but it's 1 week, and when you upgrade the card, unless they changed it, or unless I'm remembering this wrong, because I'm not sure about this one, it only stays 1 week. So it seems good, but it's not really that good. Or you could get 2 week in 12 block for a leg sweep, even though it does cost 2. Riddle Patrols is nice, but it's 2, so we're gonna take leg sweep. Alright, so we're going to be going up that side path with the 2 elites. Get more relics. Survivor, get rid of one of these blocks real quick. Oh, I shouldn't have blocked again. I should have used Piercing Wail instead. For some reason, I thought our blocks blocked more than they did. I can take 2 damage, but it's fine. It's 2 damage. Whatever. So we're not. I was gonna use Neutralize on this guy, but he only has 4 health, so it doesn't matter. Hey, all right. Have fun. Have fun, Fro. We'll see you around on the Discords. I only need 12 block. It doesn't also do any damage. So I guess we're just gonna, we'll just defend once and kill this guy. Smack his bud real quick. Alright. Yeah, we can take the 2 damage here. No! Attack him. That was awkward. Let's neutralize and then here. And of course, I really wish leg sweep did damage instead of, or like something, because it seems like it should do damage because it's a leg sweep, but it just doesn't. Apparently I was like, yeah, I really haven't drinking water in a while and this cup's already half empty. Ooh. Alright. What do we got? Another piercing whale. Malaise is great in theory because they lose X strength and apply X weak, where that's your energy. But unless you have 2 or more energy, it's really not that great. I want it to be better, but it's not. So it's not that great. We're gonna slice though, because we need more attack cards for sure. Go up this one, get the double elites and double relic, and hopefully not get our face smashed in by the stupid artichoke guy. Piercing whale. And then we're gonna defend. I don't want to take damage first turn, so we'll just defend and hit that guy to get rid of the stupid curl up plop debuff thing. He does 0 damage anyways, because he's a little fluff ball. So it doesn't matter. And Survivor, and that. Oh, they're not even attacking. I didn't have any other attack cards anyways, so it's not like it would have mattered. But I'm still blind. Neutralize and strike. Slice here to get rid of the shield there. And let's play all of our cards, shall we? See, now we'll take the 5 damage instead of the first turn. Like I said, we very much need more attacks, because right now we have 5, 6, 7, 8 non-attacks to our 6, 7. So it always is never good. Never comes out right. We're most definitely going to leg sweep here, because he's doing 12 damage. Well, he's doing like 15, and now he's doing 12, which is nice. Now we can just attack him. Get rid of his dumb shield that would have dissipated anyways next turn. Alright, this fight has lasted much longer than I would have hoped. Purely because we're only picking up defends. Even though there is only one last attack, we're still only getting defense for some reason. But now he's dead, so suck a dick. I would motion, but again, I don't have any pants on. And, yeah. I've never used Endless Agony because it's one of those other cards that just don't seem useful. Because whenever it's like Anger, except not good. Because it's whenever you draw this card, add a copy to your hand, and then you can play it for 0 and it deals 4 damage. Or Anger is you play it, and you get an extra 1. So it's like Anger, except you draw it instead of it just getting added in extra. So they're pretty much the same. I'm just biased towards Anger. Even though this is literally the exact same card. We're gonna get Sucker Punch. Definitely. Dodge and Roll is really nice because the 4 block next turn is really good, but we already have too many block cards in ratio to attack cards. So that would just make our problem worse at the moment, and I don't want to do that. Or I totally would have taken it because it's a great, oh, fuck these guys. It's a great card. Alright, so we'll Survivor for 8 and give up 5 here, so we'll gain 3 extra block. And then we'll open that special guy back there. He thinks he's all cool doing 2 extra damage. We'll take the 2 damage and we'll just get rid of all of their passives right now. Alright. I just realized I have to work tomorrow. I don't know what time I have to work tomorrow, so hold on. This is actually important. I need to look this up. 2 o'clock. Alright, that's fine. Slightly important. Alright, so we're gonna slice and dice this guy over here. Because whatever person we're gonna attack, they're still all gonna take 2 attacks to die. So it doesn't really matter which one we pick. Sucker Punch there. Applies on weak, but he was dead, so might not have been the best choice. Well, realistically, it was not the best choice because that was literally just a waste of a turn. So it did everything in the opposite order than I should have. But we're still gonna block everything. There's measly 1 damage. Now we're gonna kill these fools. Most of them. Anyways. Sure. Whatever. Whatever goats your tote, my friend. Hey, strength potion, glass knife. Hey. Alright. Acrobatics is nice, but we don't really have a lot of cards. And you have to use energy to use it. So we're gonna pick up glass knife because we still need more attacker cards. Alright, going into the boss with this fuck ass for half health. Alright, let's go. Let's pop the strength potion and pop the regen potion immediately. This fuck ass. As fast as you can. Yes! That's why I don't like this guy. Because you can only play attacks against him, and he's dumb. And I don't like it. So we could play Piercing Wail, and even from the strength he gets, it would still be half or more than half less. But I guess... No, we're not going to Piercing Wail because it doesn't math out. Because he would do 4, but then he would gain 2, so he'd do 6. So it doesn't really math out in our favor. 4 less damage. Ooh. For us to get fucked over the rest of the fight, I'll pass. I'm not going to use that skill either, much as I would have liked to. It totally seems like they made this guy easier, though. Like, in previous versions of this game, He was so much fucking harder to kill, and would kill you from full health at 70 if you didn't do it right. So I'm gonna totally say they changed him. But, it was leg sweep, it would have done 2 weak, but he would have gained strength, so that would have been negated, and I would have just gotten the 12 block. So the weakened would have been eliminated, he would have gotten 2 extra strength, which is worse than getting 2 weakened. Better than getting 2 weakened. But Orichalcum though, every time you don't block, you get 6 block. He's a nice card. Okay. Oh no, I was gonna be like, yeah, totally deflect, but also distraction is really good. Because a random skill costs 0. Predator is also nice. It's kind of a niche thing. There's a lot of damage. And a lot of utility and stuff, but it's compared to these other 2 cards, it's I currently have a lot of skills. Oh, it just seems that way because we have 5 blocks. It means right click there. If you right click on the cards, it shows what they're upgraded as. Actually, on second thought, Predator is the smart move here because we still have too many defends, and we need more attacks. Even though it is 2, and it's compared to the other ones, but we can't take any more defends unless we get more attacks. And we have not been getting more attacks. And we have to fight another fuck ass here. These guys aren't so bad, they're just really annoying. They're obnoxious. Alright, leg sweep is useless here because they have artifact. I mean, I guess we could. So we can remove all their artifacts at once because I'm only going to play 1 block anyways. We've gotten the extra strike, but like, whatever. All 3 of them for 1 energy? Sure. It's much better than leg sweep for getting rid of it in that case. It's still going to take a bunch of damage regardless, so. Alright. We're definitely going to use Glass Knife here. Keep forgetting that it's twice. And I was like, yeah, 16. And I read it, I was like, oh, 8. But it's 8 twice, so it is 16. Because I'm dumb. I should have defended again there. But they don't change from this pattern. So it's not going to get really any worse than this. I'm just going to switch back and forth with their bullshit here. Now we cannot kill that guy. So let's just play Predator so we can actually kill him. And then we can gain some block, even though they're not attacking. Two strikes would have been better, but it's like no consequences because they dazed me 4 times, but really no consequences because they weren't attacking, so it didn't matter. This is why I die in this game all the time, because of choices like that I say don't matter, and then, you know, 5 fights later it matters because we lost like 5 extra health on that one fight 5 fights ago, which is kind of just a thing you can't really avoid. Like, you're not planning for 5 fights in the future here. Like, you're chessing this battle right now, not the next one, or like the next 3. So we're definitely gonna survive here to get this dazed out of our hand, even though it literally won't do anything. is the same effect as Slick Sweep because you still get enough defense and still only be able to play one attack. So. Of course. Of course. I mean, they're not attacking, so whatever. I'm gonna pass on that and just block 3 times. Thanks. Thanks. And then, kill this guy now. Let's just kill this guy now. Whatever. 2 last days do we have in our discard pile? Okay. Block once, lose the last knife, and then sucker punch. Get rid of all those dazed at once. Alright. Still did not have it's just this fight because we have dazed mixed in there too, and it still seems that we don't have enough attacks to defend. But I'm pretty sure it's just these fucks filling up my deck with dazed. Sure, why not? Let's kill him. Instead of doing it the other way around and waiting. Hey, Threaded Needle! Nice. This is a really good one. Every combat with 5 plated armor. That would have really helped, honestly. It's 1,000 cuts because it's rare. I'm thinking outmaneuver because as it stands right now, we can't play all the cards in our hand, regardless if we need to block or not. So that'll be nice. I just got two. Oh, I was like, what? It's like, what? Oh, that's why there's two messages, because they're both from the same person. They're both from the first person. Hey, the Regal Pill, so we get 15 extra HP when we sleep. Back to the game here. Oh, these minions are obnoxious. They do a lot of damage and they always inflict statuses on you. And they're just generally butts and not cool people. Predator would have been nice. But if we don't Predator, we're gonna take a shit ton of damage. If we do Predator, I mean. We'll use this because it does more damage and makes them weak. It's a win-win. Okay. Hey, take that. Fuck your 0 damage. Still gonna take 2 to kill him, so whatever. I'll use both fire, 0 cost on him. And this guy's gonna charge up and do. Stop, microphone! Stop! Gonna charge up and do a super firing Malazor's attack. But we're totally just gonna outmaneuver. Because that guy's dead. So next turn we'll get all of the energies. And we Thanks, game. You knew his big attack was coming up, and you wanted to make sure I was prepared. Thanks. You're a real swell guy. Real swell. Great use of outmaneuver. Oh, that was just a kick in the pants. I might have been able to kill this guy if I attacked him instead, so he wouldn't have taken any damage. Could have saved me a thing, but I'm committed to this stupid wizard asshole. So okay. Now we're gonna kill this jerk here. But he is the enraged one, so whatever. Right, that'll cover that. We get 5 things a turn. So neat. Right. We can indeed kill him. Alright. Regen potion. Expertise. I really have never seen a use for this card. Draw until you have 6 cards in your hand. Okay. Like, you just made me use an energy. What is that gonna do for me? But we're not gonna take a second outmaneuver, so we're just gonna skip all these. Like, maybe it's good in some circumstances with cards that I have not seen yet, or combinations that I haven't thought of, but it just never seems like a good idea. Because you have to spend an energy to use it. And it's, like, the upgraded version is still costs 1, but it's draw until your hand is full. Like, sure, you have lots of things to choose from, but why? Like, if you don't have a draw potion, I guess you could use it, but you still have to spend an energy, so you might as well just play a card that does damage and draws a card anyways. The one hair is separated. It's not with the clump. See, look at that, it's not with the clump. You probably can't see it because the webcam isn't big enough, but I can see it because it's in, like, less than 1/4 of an inch from my face. Alright. This is just a normal slaver. Alright. Do that, shall we? We'll do this and then we'll do outmaneuver so we have the extra energy and cards next turn. Plus the orichalcum and the plated armor is super good synergy. See, now we can play almost everything. Well, everything if we combine Survivor. So slash, sucker punch, strike, strike, and then we can defend once. Or not defend at all because orichalcum would have covered us. Alright, glass knife and stab. Alright, get dead, sir. Prepared is nice, but I don't really have any cards that I'm looking to actively get constantly every draw. And it takes up a card draw slot, so technically losing a card, losing an extra card, because it takes up a card slot, so you're losing one. And you have to discard one, so that's 2, and you only get 1 back. So you're losing an extra card, technically. Sneaky Stride is good because I might run into things in the future where we will discard cards. Well, more, because we have Survivor, but I am willing to risk with this. I'm willing to risk this because it's a question mark and then a fight and then another bonfire. So we're gonna smith instead. The glass knife is super tempting because it's 12 twice for one damage for 1 energy. Super tempting. Alright, that's what we're gonna do. I'm like, could upgrade like strikes and stuff, but like none of that other stuff is too great upgraded. Not compared to like the damage boost you get. But before you lies an ornate shrine to a forgotten spirit. Ornate, elaborate. They're pretty much the same words for the different things. And let's upgrade a card. What should it be? Just damage him. It's 5 damage, it's nice. Let's do Piercing Wail. It's 8 for the turn. It's even better. Oh, and an easy fight. It's a thief. Super easy fight. All right. Nice. There we go. And we'll block once. There. Technically, not blocking gives us 1 extra block every turn. But he still takes our gold anyways, so it doesn't matter. And he's dead, so it really doesn't matter. I said easy enemy. I need next turn gain 1. This is great because it also does damage. But in Venom, whenever he takes on blocked attack, apply 1 poison. I don't have any poison yet, so it's really not as good. But if we can get it off, it's great. So we're gonna take it, even though distraction was better, in my opinion. Now we're gonna sleep. Because we got the 15 extra from the pillow, so there's no reason to sleep twice. It's the hexa ghost. Alright. See, because he doesn't do anything the first round. So we'll just envenom first. Problem solved. Oh, we get more poison. Suck on that. Get the motion. This guy does do a lot of damage though, so we have to really watch out. We have to really plan these really well. Because as you can see, he does a lot of damage. First turn, already trying to do me for 36. So, yeah, we're gonna get 4 extra blocks by using 2 defense instead of 0. So I'll just do that. Because this is gonna fucking hurt you, right? So, now we can drink the regen potion. Right. This Piercing Wail would have been good in that last turn game. Thanks for that. You jerk. Yeah, I'm not going to bother using Piercing Wail because it gets exhausted and I would rather save it for the 36 damage. And he dishes out. So he's dealing 10. We lost all our plate and armor because I physically could not block at all. So we have to survive it here because we're only getting 6 if I don't. get 8 if I do. Live sweep and use glass knife here. Outmaneuver. Try to save our energy potion for a different round. Or maybe next round when we have the extra energy. Never know. Nope, we drew the burn. So doesn't matter. We can still play all these cards anyways. So throw this for good measure. Neutralize here. It's not attacking. So we'll just go all in. So I'm not gonna bother using the one defend for no reason because he's not attacking. Do this. So he lost her plated armor. It's unfortunate. But it's so great we drew Envenom first turn because he's been up above 5 every single one since. I kind of want to use the energy potion here so we can play all the cards, but then we have one energy left over out of the 2 it gives us. I'm gonna do it. Alright, here we go with 30 damage. I'm so glad we got extra. We got extra shit this turn for not having a lot to do. That's great. Thanks for that, guy. Thanks for all the first degree burns. Definitely gonna use glass knife because it's still 20. I'll use glass knife. No, I'll use that suit because we're taking 4 from the burn because it's upgraded. If we had survivor, we would have taken damage. I think Piercing Whale is worth it because it'll go down a bunch. We'll lose 8 strength, but I don't really have any other attack cards to play in defense for it. Because I wouldn't anyways, because Sneaky Strike is 2. Am I going to draw attacks next turn is the question here. I'm going to draw next turn. Attacks next turn. I hope so. Let's just write it out here. Oh, that's right, he has 11 poison. I don't need draw attacks. But I still will, because fuck the ghost. It popped out at the same time. I was going to say fuck him, but they didn't pop up, so. You got a middle finger on a personalized greeting. Seasonal color is really great. They changed it. They changed it. They changed it. It's actually useful now. It's actually useful now. They changed it. I'm so happy. It was fucking useless before. Was that 1, 2, 3? Huh. It was so useless before. Holy shit. Kind of makes me want to take it. But it's 3 energy. And I don't know if you get 3 intangible every turn. Because it doesn't say at the start of every turn. It just says you get 3. So we're gonna pass on that. Gonna take up Phantasmal Killer though, because their next attack is doubled. What do we got? The Cursed Key. These relics are all not great. Gain a energy at the start of each turn. When a boss chest, non-boss chest, you get a curse. You can no longer obtain potions for energy, or you get energy and no longer get gold. I'll slide on the potions. That's fine. Right. Doesn't really shop, and we do have a lot of gold. One, 2, 3. And in the shop, let's go. Alright. So work girl is more important than the stream. Right. Okay. I'm glad they didn't change his health because he has obnoxious amounts of armor. And he doesn't lose it every turn. And he has relics. So he can go fuck himself. But I have an extra energy now. So I might sometimes be doing the fucking to small gremlin creatures. Or just easy, low-level things. I'm gonna use this even though it gets negated because it's free damage. Then we're gonna Predator and strike. Because I can. That's all he's gonna do is give himself fucking armor. So. Glass and Knife definitely help us chew through that armor. We'll defend once because that's all we have. We'll do this because it just deals an extra damage. There we go. Oh, we're gonna use Piercing Wail here. Fuck! That's right. Ah! I still had a rail cleft. It's like, so I can use Phantasmal Killer. I'm gonna use it anyways. Because go fuck yourself. Because I'm dumb. So I'm using it anyways. Oh boy, my attack is doubled for this turn, and I picked no attacks. So we'll just use Envenom. because he'll be dead next turn. Boom. Alright. The piercing whale. Let's get poison stab. Let's get the poison rolling here. I'm gonna go up this way. Should nail those 3 elites. The birds. I haven't seen the birds in a while. No, it'll all get blocked. So, because I'll get 11 block just naturally, so their 10 won't matter. So I can totally do Envenom and Phantasmal Killer, because that card is my downfall, because I always want to play it, because it's always extra damage. And then never draw any attack cards the turn it's active. 2 attack cards. Great. 30 damage though! How about you don't exist? These guys suck because they just half whatever damage you deal to them. So he's dead after you attack them 3 times. They lose their will to live and become stunned. Ooh, last knife, nice. Try to get around. There we go. You can get around it with glass knife. Do 1 week to you. Let's keep the poison train rolling over there. Let's keep the poison train rolling over there. This guy doesn't block half the damage, so I should really just kill him. But I can't, because I only do 12 damage. And once I'll lose a block. But I'm going to lose plated armor stacks anyways. We might as well just go in on this guy, shall we? I could totally just use that and be fine, actually. Never mind. Not this time, Phantasmal Killer. You're not gonna lure me into anything. Mainly because he's dead next turn. But, nice dexterity potion. Dexterity is how much you can... Oh, that's right, we have Suzu. No, shut up, Siri! We have the Sozu, so we can't get potions. Oh well. Card. This is really good. 1 card for 10 damage. But 3 shivs into your hand, though, because it's upgraded. We'll have to go with that. What you selling? Oh, Footwork and Terror are real good. And another Bleed Dance. Savannah, every time you play 3 attacks. I didn't want to right click. I'm sorry. 4 block. Start each combat with 3 shivs in your hand. Okay, so we're gonna get the start combat with 10 block. And start with 3 shivs in your hand. Because holy shit, is that a good deal. Holy shit, is that a good deal. Alright. As you continue your ascent, thick black smoke begins to billow out of the ground and the walls around you, coalescing into 3 mask forms that start to speak. Another puppet of Meow, I think. Agreed, she always makes the funnest toys. Thank you. You notice an oversized grin on the 3rd. Addresses you. Ignore the others. Would you like to taste our power? This is a new one. It's cool. This is a new one. Obtain 5 apparition. Lose 50% max health. It's ethereal? Oh, that's rough. So intangible makes you take only 1 damage per turn from attacks or any loss of health. But if you don't play it, it gets exhausted. And if you do play it, it gets exhausted. So you might as well just play them. But it's 50% of your max health. I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can do it. I'm gonna have to turn them down. How disappointing. You'll join us sooner or later. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Shapes fade away, leaving only unnerving laughter ringing in your ears. Okay. Let's not go to another question mark, even though it might have been slightly better. Boom! Full hand, I think. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exactly a full head. Nice. Alright. With these two, even though the guy in the back here heals him, he does a lot of damage, so you always want to kill him first. I'm gonna get blocked regardless. I haven't used any energy yet, so let's just do this, shall we? Debuffs and heals and stuff, but once you kill the Centurion, the Mystic pretty much never attacks. So you a casual 20 damage and then 12. Now we're back down to our 11. So Survivor here. Ooh, 1 shy. Rip my plated armor. Oh! I was like, is it not going to take it away? No, it is. It's at the end of turn. Gotcha. And Venom. Neither of them are doing anything. 13 or 15. So we'll just do this, because it's a 1 week, but we get extra cards per turn, so... Neutralize, poison stab, glass knife, add some shivs to our hand, get this party rolling. He's gonna die, so we'll just use 1 shiv on him, shall we? Not even being able to hurt this other guy, but fuck it, whatever. Sid pretty much never attacks, but sometimes he does. Maybe prove me a liar, game. Rude. I mean, you're going to die, but you saved yourself one more turn, and now you didn't, because you take poison at the beginning before you can do anything. What do you got for me? Dodge and roll. We will take dodge and roll now. Take dodge and roll now, not before. After. It costs 1. Ooh. Ooh, it costs 1 now. I think that's pretty much what we can do. That'll be the best. Let's go in Venom, because I'm using it more often. And I'll guarantee we do damage, unlike Phantasmal Killer, where sometimes, you know, you'll just not draw any attack cards after you use it. Oh my fucking god, these guys together? These fucking guys together. He'll just have to die then. He will just have to die then. Glass knife it up here to get rid of his 50 fucking defense. Dodge and roll, of course. And survivor. And then the other defender. Let's. Oh no, it's unblocked, isn't it? Yeah, so he's not going to be poisoned regardless. That's fine. I can deal with that. I can deal with this 3 damage we're going to take, though. Leg sweep. Hey, go fuck yourself. Thanks. 12 for 1 energy. Sure. I'm gonna pass on that. Okay. First turn. I did not get an venom first turn, which is unfortunate. But we are, however, going to fuck this guy. Shut up, with or without venom. Venom would have just been extremely nice. So what do we have here? 9, 4, math, 13. So it's already blocked. So let's just go in here. Anchor though. Doing work. We're just gonna take damage. That's for sure. So I didn't pick up, did not pick up. We didn't draw any defense, so not going too great. Not gonna play this. Blocked. Almost. It's got, so almost when it's gone. Almost the damage. Let's neutralize you because nobody needs like 17 times 3. Thank you very much. Let's draw a card, shall we? Is 1 extra really gonna matter? No, it's not, because we're dead. So the 1 extra is not going to matter. It was a trick question all along. Alright. Those guys are just hard, because they all have a lot of health, and they all do a lot of damage. Which is unfortunate. We almost leveled up too. So close. Thank you all for watching. This is going to be where I end the stream because I have work in the morning. And these runs last literally 2 hours. Thank you so much for watching. It is I Just Hit the Microphone Mental Health Awareness Month. I seem like a cool girl, don't I? And I have mental illnesses that people stigmatize and think we're crazy and serial killers, and the media is like, yeah, hate these people because they're going to burn down your house. We're really just chill people trying to struggle and not get scared by the color green bouncing off the wall because of a light reflection. That's real. And as silly as that sounds, that's really like is really the nature of schizophrenia here. And hallucinations. You just get scared by the stupidest shit. So I seem like a cool girl. I feel like people tell me I seem cool, but unbeknownst to them, I'm extremely mentally ill and my brain is scrambled eggs. So this is Mental Health Awareness Month. I will see you the next time I stream, which will most likely be tomorrow or Friday, and then I'm going to be getting very, very drunk on Saturday, and it's going to be great. So thank you so much for watching. Oh wait, it didn't switch! It didn't switch! I just punched the microphone again. Alright, see ya.